Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your dose of zombies news from the game and community here on COD Zombies HQ. We've got an awesome show for you today, so without further ado, let's kick things off with our first story. Today, the most recent update for Call of Duty Black Ops 4 dropped on the PC, and you know what that means? People can go ahead, dig into the files of the game, and, well, they can tell us what they found, and what they found is very, very interesting. Josh Woocool over on Twitter did exactly that, and he showed us some of the in-game images, like these images from the Zombies HUD of the new weapons that were added into the game. But these files weren't the only visual additions to the Zombies HUD. This file was also added into the game. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, that's the Ray Gun Mark II's image added to the Zombies HUD specifically. Now, the Ray Gun Mark II has obviously been in Blackout forever. This is the very first direct in-game reference to the Ray Gun Mark II within the confines of the Zombies mode itself. Now, of course, there's rumors that the Ray Gun Mark II will be appearing in DLC 3 for Black Ops 4, and to me that seems to definitely be the case now that this file has been found within the game. A big part of me hopes that they'll retroactively add the Ray Gun Mark II into the two Aether maps we already have in Black Ops 4, Blood of the Dead and Classified, so that it won't just be exclusive to that DLC 3 map, but only time will tell if they're willing to do that. Along with the recent update to Black Ops 4, a welcome addition into the game, the Grav or the Galil can now be leveled up and you can add attachments to it. This is a very welcome addition. I wish they would add attachments to other things like the MP40 and Hitchcock and things like that to make them more usable within zombies, but hey, they're starting with the Grav. That's a great place to start. Now, moving on to our second story of the day, a huge potential leak about Call of Duty Black Ops 5, the next Call of Duty game in 2020, has been leaked by a source provided to fellow Zombies YouTuber The Gaming Revolution. Now, in terms of the legitimacy about the leaks we're about to talk about, of course, plans can change throughout the development of the next Call of Duty game, but TGR seems pretty confident about his source. I've talked to him extensively about it, and remember, man, TGR is the person that leaked DLC 5. He leaked extensive, accurate details about DLC 3 for IW, and if you're wondering why we're showing Gorod Krovi gameplay today, well, included in the very first video on my channel, all the way back in July of 2016, it headlined a story about TGR's now extremely accurate leaks about this map, Gorod Krovi, before it was released. So he's got a pretty good track record when it comes to this kind of stuff. We're going to be specifically talking about the zombies leaked info. He also has stuff about campaign and multiplayer. You can find that via the video linked down in the description. But with that preamble out of the way, let's talk about the leaks themselves. First of all, with the Aether storyline supposedly concluding in DLC 4 here in Black Ops 4, a lot of us figured that for the next Treyarch Zombies game that they would focus exclusively on the Chaos storyline moving forward. When I was at the reveal event with Jason, he kind of hinted that, you know, the Chaos storyline's important for the future of zombies, so we can continue it after Black Ops 4, right? Well, according to the leak, plans have changed, with TGR's source claiming that Chaos will not continue beyond Black Ops 4. Now, it remains to be seen if we'll be getting any more Chaos maps within Black Ops 4. We know that DLC 3 and 4 included in the Black Ops Pass will be Aether content, but there has always been rumors that 2 Chaos maps will be released further in the life cycle of Black Ops 4, possibly bundled with a Zombies Chronicles 2 package. But that part about Zombies Chronicles 2 and the bundled Chaos maps is still unconfirmed, but the main point is that apparently Chaos will not continue beyond Black Ops 4. Now, I know a lot of you are fans of the Chaos storyline, and that might lead you disappointed. For me personally, I mean, I think it's probably high time that they cut their losses in terms of they tried something. Evidently, Activision looked at the numbers for DLC 1 and 2. They weren't good. They didn't get the engagement and player count that they wanted. It wasn't spurring microtransaction sales. Activision probably instructed Treyarch, you tried it, it unfortunately failed, we're looking for a hit. It doesn't seem like Chaos Storyline Zombies content is that hit we're looking for, try something else for the next game. And the leak claims that the thing they're going to try for the next game will be a reboot of Zombies set within the Aether universe. So the Aether storyline, as we know it, dating back all the way to Call of Duty World at War, will be concluded in its entirety in Black Ops 4, but it will receive a total reboot in Black Ops 5, or whatever that next game is called, with rumors being that, like Call of Duty 2019 Modern Warfare is just called Modern Warfare, it's a reboot of the Modern Warfare series, so will Call of Duty 2020 be a reboot of the Black Ops series in its entirety, possibly just called Call of Duty Black Ops. Now, from the monetary standpoint of Activision, I can kind of see why they would want to promote a reboot of the Aether storyline within this next Call of Duty 2020 title. You would still have the familiarity and nostalgic value of promoting and using Aether storyline characters and assets that they would then hope would draw in fans from the series that have kind of lapsed playing the game. That it would have just generally broader appeal both in terms of sales and merchandising that Chaos could never hope to achieve if they continued it. And from a creative standpoint, from Treyarch's point of view, they could reboot the Aether storyline any way they like moving forward, getting rid of and leaving behind in the past the confusing, complex web that is the Zombies Aether storyline, and instead starting fresh with all that baggage in the back of your mind, the lore and details of that story intact, but also that some of it can still be applied to this new world created in this reboot. So there's still some context from the past story being utilized in this new iteration, but not really relevant to this rebooted story. Along with that, there's also rumors included within this leak that possibly the character crew that we would be playing as could include characters from the campaign of Black Ops, like Woods or Mason, or my personal pick that I'd love to see in a Zombies map, Victor Reznov. It being an entire reboot of the Black Ops franchise, I can kind of see them maybe doing something like that to broaden the appeal of Zombies and its characters even more, with the leak claiming that the overall goal of this next iteration of Zombies would be to kind of bring it back to its scary, suspenseful roots, back how it felt like to play Nacht und Toten back in the day after you finished the campaign in 2008. Now, of course, the big caveat over this is I would reckon that since Treyarch just recently got switched to be the primary developer of COD 2020, that all of these ideas are still very much in flux, that the game is still kind of in pre-production or just ramping up production as the vision of what Zombies should be in the next chapter of the mode becomes clearer to the developers themselves. And as much as it kind of sucks to say this because Treyarch took a swing, unfortunately, it seems like the Chaos storyline is a miss to the general audience of Zombies and Call of Duty as a whole. That it could never hope to achieve that lightning in a bottle effect that the Aether storyline and lore and art style has, and I kind of fear that by continuing the Chaos storyline beyond Black Ops 4, ultimately I do think it would have hurt the Zombies brand and pushed more people away than it would have brought in. It seems to me that rebooting the Aether storyline is kind of this Hail Mary attempt to try and literally save the Zombies brand from extinction and irrelevancy. If this leak is indeed true, I gotta hand it to them. I think that a reboot and broadening of the Aether storyline may just be the best way to move forward within this game mode. It's going to be on the new Call of Duty engine with a more quote-unquote realistic and darker tone that Modern Warfare is introducing as this quote new look to the Call of Duty franchise going forward. But geez guys, it's weird that we're talking about Call of Duty 2020 Zombies leaks before DLC 3 here in BO4 is even announced. It's a weird Call of Duty season this year, boys. But that wraps up the show. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button down below if you did. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more great Zombies news to come. Just a heads up for my fellow PC Zombies players, there's just a few hours left to pick up the standard edition of Black Ops 4 via Humble Bundle Monthly for $12, yours to keep forever. Stop the subscription at 1 month. You get to keep Black Ops 4. Don't worry about that. Have any questions, send me a message over on Twitter. I'll be happy to help you out. Just a few hours left to take part in that great deal if you want. Link in the description and as the pinned comment on this video. But I want to thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you with another Zombies news update tomorrow. Peace.